Hello, students. How are you all? Yes, welcome back. Let's start today's assembly. So, all of you, sit properly, join your hands, close your eyes, and let's start our school prayer. Yes, are you ready? You have to sing along with me. Okay? So, let's start. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट से पिसाजे। मन से हमारे मिटा दे अंधेरा, मन से हमारे मिटा दे अंधेरा। हमको जालों का संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। Now let's start our Gayatri mantra. Your hands are joined, eyes are closed. Yes, you have to sing along with me. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Yes, students. Now slowly rub your palms and put it on your eyes. Yes, how do you feel? Yes, very nice, no? Yes, this is the effect of prayer. So you have to do your prayer every day. Okay? So let's start our today's session. Yes, students, today's date is 15th February 2020. Today's day is Monday. Yes, students, today is Monday and on Wednesday, that is 17th February, there will be your revision test, that is class test on this chapter. That is chapter number 9, PowerPoint. Okay, so let's see, revise our topic. Before that, let's see the thought of the day. A little progress each day adds up big results. See what it what it is and how it is. Just see, concentrate, you will get the answer. Yes, students, a little progress each day. It means you have to do the small work every day, because the work which you do today, it adds up for tomorrow and it will give you the final result. So big result you will get on the result day. But how? Yes, if you start from today. Okay, that's why at the beginning I told you today is Monday and on Wednesday there is your class test. Yes or no, children? So you have to study hard from Monday itself. Okay, you have to complete the workbook and read the lesson. It's really easy and you will enjoy it. Okay, so that your exam, your class test will be very nice, and if you do like this, then your final exam will be very good. Okay, so let's see. Our chapter number 9 is Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, right? Yes. So just see, let's revise. Sorry. Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation graphic software developed by Microsoft. So Microsoft is the corporation, right? Microsoft, MS Office, you know. So it is the part of MS Office, right? MS Office suite. It is developed by Microsoft. What is the use of MS PowerPoint? Yes, for presentation. You can present your creation. You can it is useful in companies for seminars or meetings. Even teacher also can can teach by using the PowerPoint, just like I have created. This is nothing but the PowerPoint show. Okay, that is slideshow. Clear? So what is slide? Yes, slide is the page. This particular thing, whatever you are watching, it is a slide. So slide is a page, right? Just like in MS Word, you know, in Word we document we have the pages. Similarly, we have one slide. We can add n number of slides. And the if you collect all the slides together, then it will become the presentation. All right. Then how to start PowerPoint? Yes, click on start, then all programs, then MS Office and then MS PowerPoint. You know very well. Okay, so PowerPoint is the part of MS Office. So after start all programs, you have to go to MS Office and then MS PowerPoint. Is that clear? In case of 2007 also same path is applicable. Every type, because it is a part of MS Office. So after all programs you have to go to MS Office and then select MS 2000, MS PowerPoint 2007 or 13, whatever. Clear? It doesn't matter. Then this is the component. These are the components of MS PowerPoint. So here we have the title bar. Then after that we have the on title bar on left hand side we have quick access toolbar. Then we have the file tab. Then can you see the outline view also? Yes. So this is the outline tab, and this is the slide tab. Now slides tab will give you the n number of slides. It is the uh, thumbnail version. Thumbnail version in the sense all the files you can see in a broader concept. Okay, like files and folder list are there. Instead of list, you can see a little version. So that is the thumbnail version. Okay, so this is the slides tab, and this second one is the outline tab. Now outline tab will give you the outline. What are the contents of your slide? Whatever you will write, it will be seen here in the outline tab. Okay, then again, these are the groups. Okay, under home tab you have different groups. Similarly, these are called as groups, and the contents, the tools inside each group, they are called as, the entire thing is called as ribbon. Then these are all the tabs. Then this is the notes pane. Yes, what is the speciality of notes pane? Yes, notes pane is visible to the presenter, that is for ourselves. It is not visible for the audience. Okay, so you can read out the notes and you can present yourself. Then these are called as placeholders. These are the placeholders. Currently it is a text box. Okay, so text box is one of the placeholder. Then this is the zoom slider. Yes, you can zoom in or zoom out. It means you can enlarge or reduce the size of your page, that is of your slide. Okay, then the last one is a status bar. So let's see. Yes, let's see practically whatever we have seen till now. Okay, tell me how to start PowerPoint. Yes, start all programs, MS Office, and then MS PowerPoint. So let's start it. This is another way to start PowerPoint. Yes, now here we have the slides tab and outline tab. As I told you, we are going to watch this. Then the entire components I have explained you just now. Okay, students. Okay, now see, this is the quick access toolbar. Then this is the, yes, tabs. We can say tab, home tab, insert tab. Similarly, file tab is also there in 2010, right? Then this is presentation 2. Okay, that is the name of the file, and this is the name of the application. Okay, then this is the ribbon. These are the groups: font group, slides group, clipboard group, paragraph group, like that. Then this is a slide. These are the placeholders, right? Yes. Then see, this is the notes pane. Click to add notes. And then here, this is the status bar. On status bar, you can see slide 1 of 1. That is, you are on the first slide. And this is the zoom slider. Okay, children. So zoom slider will tell you the, see, this is the, yes, you can increase the size of your slide, zoom in and zoom out. Okay, reduce the size or increase the size. Clear? Okay. Now, what we have done last time? Yes, we have created a file, we have saved our file. So let's see, let's go to Office button in 2007 and file menu, same. Okay, no changes. Instead of Office, here we have file menu. Okay, so go to File tab and then click on New. You will get the new presentation. Here you will get new presentation 3. Okay, then you can save your presentation, right? Just click on Save. You will get the Save As dialog box. You can save it. These all things we have seen, right? We have seen our project or our presentation on the desktop, right? Next is, now we are going to open it. Okay, but before that, listen, this is close button. See, if you go to File and Close, your currently open file will be closed. PowerPoint will remain as it is. Okay, so presentation 2 will be closed and application will be there. Want to see? See, close. Do you want to save changes to presentation 2? No. So presentation 2 is closed. Your application is there. But in this application, I have created a presentation, right? Yes, this is the presentation. This is the PowerPoint that I have used to teach you. Okay, so let's start the new file. And if you want to exit blank presentation, okay, now if you want to exit, you just click on exit PowerPoint. Okay, so these all things we have learned. Now go to open. You can select the recent documents. Okay, see it is there on desktop, my first slide.pptx. So let's open it. Go to open and go to desktop. Okay, so I'll go to desktop. It may be at some other location. So let's start it by that way only. Let's see whether it will start. Okay, let's see. You have to open the file like this way only. I may have removed that file. So if you remove the file, or if you replace the file, or if you cut, copy and paste the file at any other location, if the location is not there, you cannot find it. Otherwise you have to go at that location only, and then let's see, then you can see. Okay, okay, it's not there, let it be. So I'm closing it and I'm creating the file for you. So this is the heading, what I have written, my first presentation. Same way we can create the another file. Okay, in Zoom also we have created the file. So my first presentation, and here we can say the subheading, right? Like created by fourth. Okay, standard 4. See it is in gray color. I have not changed any setting. It is by default. Okay. Why? Because, yes, because of the layout. See, this is the title slide. Getting? See here, title slide. The title and the subtitle, they are already set. So the font size of the title and subtitle, they are set. Okay. Then title and content. So here you have the title as well as the content. Then section header is there. Then two contents are there. Then comparison is there. Then title only and blank, content with caption, and picture with caption. So all these are the options available. Okay, now if you click on new slide, you will get all these options. These are called as layouts. Okay, so here you can have the same layout for the new slide. Okay, so if you click on new slide, then you will get all these options. So now I'm selecting title and content because I want to show you the next one. So here if you click on, see, can you see here bullets? So here if I say standard 4, right, standard 4. Now what we have done, all the divisions. So if I write divisions, okay, and if I write all the divisions, A division, B division, C division, like that. So what will happen? See, the bullets are there automatically. You can write all the divisions. Okay, clear. Now if you want, see the new part we are going to see. Okay, how to open the file, that I have told you, right? So let's read it out and then we'll see again next part. Okay, so let's begin. Opening a presentation. There are 3 ways to open an existing presentation as shown below. Yes, just see, this is the open shortcut right here. You can click on the open button on the quick access toolbar, right? Like save as button is there, you can save it and then you can open it. Otherwise, second is file open, right? Just now we have done that. Click on file tab and then open option, file open. So file will be open. You have to select the file, right? Then click on open. It will be open. Now, following either of these methods, one or two will open the dialog box as shown in this figure. The previous figure, select any file, for example, activities of the month as shown in the figure, and click on the open button using method 3 as shown in figure, this figure. Okay, so here the browse dialog box will appear. Select the file and click on open. Okay, so here you can click on browse. You will get the options. You can browse the file, whatever is your file name, and you can click and then open. Select the file and then click on open. Okay, next is select the arrow next to the new slide button. Yes or no? Yes, just now we have seen. So click on this arrow. You will have so many options, right? You can have, you can click on the open, click on the open a PowerPoint file option in reuse slide pane. Okay, so here one of the slide pane is there. You can select, right? Then quick view. We can also save our presentation using the Control plus S key combination. Yes, students, last time we have seen this. Then press Control plus M to insert a new slide. Keep it in your mind. Control M, yes, to insert the new slide, and Control S to save the file. Now students, don't worry if you don't get this type of appearance. It depends upon the version. Okay, but the main idea is how to open the presentation which we have already created, and to how to open the blank presentation, the new. The concepts are same. Okay, next is adding a new slide. This also we have seen. So while creating a presentation, you may need to insert new slides in it. You can add any number of slides to your presentation as needed. Whenever we add a new slide in our presentation, we must select its layout first. Open an existing presentation, for example, my presentation. Click on the drop down arrow next to the slide button in the slides group on the home tab, right? Yes. So if you go to new slide, you will get so many options and you can select any of the option from the drop down list. Now quick view. To view the presentation of a particular slide, open that slide and press Shift plus F5 key combination. Okay, for the particular slide you can click on Shift plus F5, or yes, second option is there, left side to the zoom slider window there is a button. Okay, that is a slide show button. So that also I have told you there are three ways. First, that left to the zoom slider bar, yes, that is the slideshow button. Second, go to view and then slideshow. And third, press F5 key from your keyboard to start the presentation. You can see the entire presentation. And if you want only one slide, okay, then at that time the current slide, go to current slide and then press Shift plus F5. Okay, now see, a slide layout refers to the general arrangements of various components on the slide. The shortcut to create a new presentation is Ctrl plus N key combination. Placeholders are the dotted or hatch marked borders that are part of most slide layouts. These boxes can contain title and body text or objects such as charts, tables, pictures, etc. Okay children, so placeholder means the text box itself. A list of a list of available slide layouts is displayed. Click on the desired layout. PowerPoint will add a new slide with the selected layout in the center of the PowerPoint window. The new slide can also be seen in the Slides tab on the left, right? Yes. So this much we have seen practically also. Now let's see next. Adding pictures to the title and content slide. Now title and content slide we have added, but we have not added the picture. We have added the content as the divisions A, B, C, D, E, F like that. Okay, so here we will add the picture now. Insert the title and content slide to the presentation. Click on the Insert tab and select the picture from the images group. Yes or no? Yes. So you will go to Insert and then Picture. Insert Picture. Then Insert Picture dialog box will open. Choose the folder where pictures are stored. Select the picture by clicking it or by typing the file name. Click on the Insert button. The picture will appear on the slide. Okay, then how to do the slideshow? Microsoft PowerPoint provides the option of combining all the slides of the presentation into a slideshow. It is just like the pictures in the photo album. It displays all the slides in the presentation one by one on the screen. Yes, children, remembered? Yes, we have seen this point also. Okay, so to run the slideshow, follow the steps given below. Just read it out and concentrate. Click on the slideshow tab and select any one of the following options in the slides in the starts slideshow group. From beginning starts the slideshow from the first slide. Yes or no? Yes. So here you will, if you go to slideshow option, you will get these options. So first is from beginning. Then from current slide. Current slide starts the slideshow from the slide you are currently working on. Shift plus F5. This F5. Then custom slideshow. It displays only the slides you select. So it is in your hand. Whatever slides you want to show, you can select that slides and then you can select the custom slideshow. Then broadcast a slideshow. Now this feature broadcasts the slideshow to the remote viewers who can watch it through the web browser. Okay, so live broadcast you can distribute. Okay, so before recap, let's see our remaining part. So let's go to presentation. Okay, now here, see children, go to new slide and title and content. So now see this is the slides pane. Okay, slides tab 1, 2 and 3. Three slides are there. See the status bar, slide 3 of 3. We are on the third slide. If I go to first slide, then it will show me slide 1 of 3. Okay, now on the third slide, if I go to, okay, I'll show you the outline also. Go to outline. See, can you see the outline? I am on the third slide. There is nothing in the third slide, but I want to create the slide by watching these two slides. So I can have the contents, right? In a very small view. So this is called as outline view. Okay, you can see the outlines and you can create the next slide accordingly. Clear? So if I can click here, what we want to do, we want to insert the picture. Okay, so go to insert and then click on picture. Insert picture. Now here it will ask you, it will show you from where you want to select the picture. So give the destination or give the path you have to, from where you have to insert the picture. Okay, now insert clip art. Okay, so this is insert picture from the file which is already saved. Then next is insert clip art. Okay, clip art, all of you know, we have seen in Word also. Same we can insert here. So if I click on clip art, now clip art are the pictures which are readily available. Okay, yes, so you can search from the web also. So if I say smiley and if I say go, let's see whether we'll get the smiley or not. Let's wait for some time, it will come. Okay, so whatever will come, you have to insert. Click on insert, it will be inserted. Okay, so this is also we have done. Okay, now let's see whatever. let's see the inbuilt clip arts. Okay, children, we don't have any clip art right now, and there may not be any internet connection, right? Okay, so this is the way you can find out the clip art. We have seen this in MS Word also, right? Just like Word art, we have the clip art option. Here different clips are there, right? Clear? So you can insert what? See, what is the help? The tooltip is there. Insert clip art into the document including drawings, movies, sounds, or stock photography to illustrate a specific concept. Okay, now see students, I have the picture. I'll insert it for you. So I'll see whether I have really. See, I have so many pictures. So let's see. I have the paint Mickey Mouse face is there. So see, it is not necessary. You can insert any of the picture. Okay. So just click on insert. See, this is the way you can have the picture which you have already created. Okay. So same way you can go to clip art and you have to search for the clip art, or you can select the clips which are readily available. Okay, just click and click on insert button. It will be inserted. That's all. Okay, children. So let's see the next one, the recap part. Now, recap. Presentation is a collection of slides arranged in a systematic manner, order that displays the information along with graphics, sound, and animation. Listen, students, at the end of every chapter, recap is there. So you have to read thoroughly this recap because it is very important. Question can be asked from this particular point, okay, from your workbook as well as recap part also. Okay. Second is a slide is like a page of the PowerPoint presentation that displays some information related to the topic, isn't it? Yes. The slides tab shows a thumbnail version of each slide shown in the slides pane. Okay. Then Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 saves a file with the extension .pptx. Keep it in your mind, the file is saved with the extension .pptx. X is added, right? PPT, that is PowerPoint, and X. Listen carefully and keep it in your mind, PPTX. Like MS Word, we save the file as docx, that is document. And lastly X. Similarly, we have .pptx. Okay, then we can press F5 key to view the slideshow. Okay, to present, to view the slideshow, what is the shortcut key? F5. Okay, so let's start our workbook. Yes, children, open page number. You have to complete it right now. Okay, first give me the answers, then pause it, and then you can write it down. So page number 87. Okay, from your workbook, page number 87, Brain Developer. So let's start. A presentation is a collection of dash arranged in a systematic order. Yes, the options are F5, slides, views, ideas, then PPTX and open. So your answer is yes, slides. So a presentation is a collection of slides arranged in a systematic order. A presentation is widely used to present dash and dash effectively. Yes, to present views and ideas effectively. Next, to open PowerPoint file, click on the dash button on the quick access toolbar. Yes, open button. Open button is there, the folder yellow color. Next is to run a slideshow, you can press the F5 key. Next, in PowerPoint 2010, the files are saved with the extension .pptx. Okay, children. Next is B. State true or false. First one, Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation software program. Yes, it is true. Next, Outline tab is used to set the desired layout of the active slide. Yes, it is false. Yes or no? Outline tab is not used. What is used for desired layout? Layout tab, right? Layout option is there. Next, you can save your presentation using Ctrl plus S key combination. What is your answer? It is right. To close PowerPoint application, click on File tab and Close button. To close. Yes, it is true. Next, the shortcut to insert a new slide is Ctrl plus N key combination. Yes. To insert a new slide, Ctrl plus N. New slide. It is not a Ctrl plus N, it is Ctrl plus M. Right? Yes, so don't get confused. Ctrl N is the shortcut key to open a Word document or any file other than, or here also if you use Ctrl N, then it will open the new presentation. Okay, so if you want to open a new file, sorry, new slide, then Ctrl plus M. So it is false. Next is application based questions. Suruchi's teacher has asked her to make a presentation on the sports day. Okay, by adding minimum 10 slides in the presentation. Oh, suggest her how to add new slides and present them with colorful text. Yes, yes. Go to Home tab, Slides group, then under Slides group, go to New Slide drop down arrow and click on the desired layout. Okay, this is the way you have to write the answer. Every time your marks will not be deducted. Okay, in computer language, in computer subject, we used to write like this only. So there is no need of writing the entire statement. Okay, next, Raghav has selected the title slide layout while reading a presentation. Now he wants to change the slide layout. How can he do that? Again, go to Home tab, Slides group, Layout drop down arrow and click on the desired layout. Okay, so uh, he has already created the slide. Now he want to change the layout. So in that case, there is no need to have the new slide. He can change the layout from the layout drop down, right? It is there, I have shown you, right? So click on layout and select the desired layout he want. Next, D, multiple choice questions. The first slide of the presentation is selected as, yes, title slide by default. So tick and write. Next, to enter text in a placeholder, dash inside it. Yes, click inside it. You can enter the text. The dash contains frequently used commands. Yes, quick access toolbar. Next, the dash shows a thumbnail version of each slide. Slides tab. Keep it in your mind. Yes, Slides tab. Next, E. Answer the following questions. How is a presentation different from a slide? Yes, children. A slide is like a page of the PowerPoint presentation, whereas a presentation is a collection of slides arranged in a systematic order. Next, list the uses of presentation. Yes, children, these are all the uses of presentation. To effectively present views and ideas, if you don't have space, you can put comma and write it down. No need of bullets, but write it properly. To effectively present views and ideas, to present information about the company, products, etc. in seminars and meetings by companies or businessmen. Yes or no? To prepare lesson plans by teachers, to create visual impact on the audience. Okay, next. How is a presentation different from a slide? Slide is like a page of the PowerPoint presentation, whereas a presentation is a collection of slides arranged in a systematic order. See now, listen, point, important point. First and second questions, these are repeated here. but you have to write the answer again. Okay, so it will have your practice. So the same two questions are repeated, so you also repeat the answer. Next, list the uses of presentation. Same uses you have to list down. Next, question number 5, differentiate between slides pane and slides tab. Yes, to students, slides pane is on right hand side, right, and slides tab is on left hand side. It will give you the list of slides in a thumbnail form. So let's see. Slides pane is on the left side of the window, whereas where we can work directly on individual slides, whereas slides tab shows the thumbnail version of each slide. Yes or no? We can add, delete, duplicate and rearrange slides in the slides tab. Okay, so now actually it is given in book left side, but let's correct it. It is on the right side of the window. So here I'll make the correction like this. You can also make the correction in your PowerPoint. This is the PowerPoint itself. Okay, so see, you can write the right side of the window, right, because slides tab is there on the left hand side. Next, define the term placeholder. Placeholders are the dotted or hatch marked borders that are part of the most slide layouts. These boxes can contain title and body text or objects such as charts, tables, pictures, etc. Okay, children? Yes. Basically, you keep it in your mind. Placeholder is the text box. Okay? Again, it can be the picture, it can be the clip art, right? So you can come to know what is placeholder. So let's see next. What is a slide layout? Explain. A slide layout refers to the general arrangements of various components on the slide. Okay. Next, what do you understand by the term slideshow? A slideshow is just like the pictures in the photo album and displays all the slides in the presentation one by one on the screen. Okay, see how perfectly it is defined. Next, activity section, lab session. Here, making slide in the PowerPoint presentation. Now see children, we have done the practical also. I have seen the same everything in the video also. So you have to read it and try to do it by your own. The contents are there, the given contents. You have to write down all the contents as it is. Write down in the sense in your slide. You have to create the same slides. Okay. So see your book, the activity section. So you have to read it out and do it. There is nothing difficult. So this is the title. Then on left hand side, take one placeholder on left hand side. Okay, I'll tell you. This is director and principal. So you can write the director in one placeholder and the principal on another placeholder, that is text box. Okay, you will go to insert and then insert the text box. You can arrange it, you can move it. Clear? Now see, observe and follow each and every step and you have to do the same. Clear? Next, again I'm telling you, you just read out each and every step. You just do it practically. If you can't do it, you just imagine how to do it. Okay, watch this video again because everything we have covered. And then after that, press F5 to view the slideshow. Okay, in the Zoom session, we will be discussing the same. So don't worry. Next is group discussion. Here, why I have given you this, because how is PowerPoint presentation beneficial to the present scenario? This is the topic. There will not be any group discussion, but you have to write down the benefits of PowerPoint presentation in your IT notebook. Similarly, here is the create the presentation, save water today, like a difference, make a difference tomorrow. So this is the topic of your presentation. You have to write at least, collect at least 2 slides. Here 10 to 12 slides are given. You can have at least 2 slides which contains the contents, that is matter, and rest you can add the pictures also. Okay, try it by yourself. So let's start worksheet. Okay, now worksheet chapter number 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So every chapter is included in worksheet. So ready? Okay, so let's solve it. Fill in the blanks. Dash helps to improve our vocabulary by providing a list of synonyms. Yes. So what helps to improve our vocabulary by providing a list of synonyms? Yes, the answer is thesaurus. Next is, okay, page number 91, worksheet. Page number 91A. So first is over. Here we don't have the options. We have to write it by our own. It is the question of MS Word. So next is dash means changing the appearance of the document to make it attractive. Yes, it is formatting. Next, dash block makes the sprite disappear from the stage. Hide block. Next, to exit PowerPoint 2010 application, dash option is used. Close option. Next, the dash has the light blue color coded blocks which are used to sense the keyboard input. Yes, sensing block palette. Next, state true or false. You can create a new document by using the Control plus N key combination. Is it? Yes, it is of Word document, right? Question. Microsoft Word provides seven type of alignments. Is it true? No, we have only 4 types of alignments. Next, the collection of stepwise instructions given to the sprite is known as script. Yes, it is right. True. Next, blocks in the operators block are round in shape. Yes, it is true. Next, multiple choice questions. Making changes in the document is called dash. Editing. Next, dash changes the first letter of each selected word to uppercase. Yes, capitalized each word. Now don't get confused, keep it in your mind, it is very important. See, what is the question? What dash changes the first letter of each selected word to uppercase? It is not the option uppercase, right? Capitalize each word. What it will do? It will have the capital letter of every starting letter of every word, right? Yes, like here capitalized each word. We can say C as capital and rest is small. E as capital and rest is small. W is capital and rest is small. This will be the effect. This is the meaning of this. First letter of each selected word, okay, to uppercase. So this is the option. Next, we can add music to our Scratch project by using the blocks in the dash menu. Yes, sound block. It's easy, no? Then Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 saves a file with an extension. Yes, .pptx. So last is the answer. Next, question number 5. Variables can hold dash value, only one value at a time. Keep it in your mind, it's really very important. Okay, so variables can hold only one value at a time. Next, answer in one word or sentence. Name the box that displays a short description of the block when you click. Help. Name the block category is used to create variables in the Scratch project. Data block. You can create the variable under the data block. Next, which tab shows the thumbnail version of each slide? Slides tab. Next, on which tab is the font color button available? Home tab. Next, which alignment is used to set the text evenly between the left and the right margins? Justify alignment, right? Then, what is the shortcut key for undo command? Yes, Control plus Z. All of you know this. Next, Answer the following questions. Name the components of Microsoft Word 2010. Yes, the various components of Microsoft Word 2010 are title bar, quick access toolbar, ribbon, file tab, ruler, work area, status bar, scroll bars, and zoom slider. Okay. Next, give the key combination to copy the text from one place and paste it to another. Yes, the answer is Control plus C and Control plus V to copy and to paste. Next, how can you set the rotation style of the sprite? Yes, we can set the rotation style of the sprite by using the rotation style buttons present in the sprite info pane. How is PowerPoint helpful? Yes, the PowerPoint is helpful, is used to effectively present views and ideas, and thereby we can create a visual impact on the audience. Next is, how can you generate random numbers in Sprite? Yes, we can generate the random numbers in Sprite by using the pick random block from the operators block category. Yes, children, you have to draw the pick random 1 to 10. Okay? Yes, you have to draw that block. Next is your project. Okay? See, before we stop, let's discuss your project. Now, your project is page number. In Zoom, we are going to discuss, but still, I'm telling you, page number 98, road safety. Now, children, listen carefully. In road safety, here, what you can do, you can type the road safety. This is of Word document. So we'll open the Word document. Because few students are finding the problem. Here, see, you can have the change the background first, blue color. Then for that purpose, you have to take a box. Okay, so take insert, you can insert the shape. Okay, like this. You can have n number of ideas, whatever ideas you want, you can take anything. Now the shape is available, you can feel the shape. Okay, you can feel out any of the color whatever you want. I'm just giving you the brief idea how you can do it. Then road safety you want to type, so you'll go to insert and then go to text box. Now here you can insert the text box. The built-in text boxes are available, you can use anything. Now see, here you can type, and after typing you can use, you can add in that. Okay, so this is one way. Now second is, after that you can right click and click on add text. See it, this is the simplest way. You can add text, it will give you the cursor. So here you can type road safety, and then you can select it, make the changes, right? Go to home tab, you can have the font formatting effects, you can use it. Now after that you can draw it by using the shapes. Different shapes are available, right? You can use the line tool, or best way is you can use the this one rectangle tool. You can draw the rectangle here, and you can draw the strips also. Why I'm telling you like this? Because you can feel the color after that. Okay, got it? Otherwise you can draw the rectangle, and inside that you can draw different rectangles, small rectangles, so that you can feel the small rectangles with gray color. Okay, now the question is, see, after that the different bullets are given. You can type easily by going to home tab, and here different bullets option is there. Okay, currently it is, see, currently it is, you can select like this also, whatever bullets are available you can use it. Next you can type all this. Now the question is about the boy. There is no need to have the same boy. What you will do, you will draw the boy, you will save it somewhere, and then you can insert it as a picture. Okay, yes. Otherwise, you can have the insert clip art option and search for the boy. Okay, and then you can insert it. Simple way. You can reduce the size. So wish you all the best for your project, also for exam, final exam. Okay, I know you can do very well. I have given you the rough idea. Rest we are going to discuss in Zoom also. Okay, so bye bye for now. Bye, take care. Thank you.